Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome to this video. Today we are going to do a get ready with me. I'm going to share some new products with you. I am doing my morning skincare routine so you guys can see that in action. And we are going to be playing with some new makeup. So I am not going to keep you long here. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please don't forget to hit that like button right now to give me a thumbs up. I need you guys to like my videos if you want me to continue on here. And please subscribe if you are new here and leave me a comment down below. I hope you enjoy the video and I will see you soon. Mwah. Hi everyone, and welcome to this Get Ready With Me. So we're going to start off with my skincare. I'm going to show you how I've been implementing the power peptides and the stressless serum into my morning skincare routine. And those products are from Geek and Gorgeous. Now, my bathroom is a complete mess right now because I'm trying to pack for vacation and I am kind of freaking out. But I wanted to sit down here and show this routine with you guys and then also do a makeup look with some new makeup that I picked up. So I picked up this rich hydration mask from Olaplex and I'm testing it out. Now this one is for medium to thick or dry hair, and then they have the nourishing one, which is for I think thin to fine hair or normal hair. So this is supposed to control your frizz for up to 5 washes and give your hair like ultimate hydration. So we'll see how that is. Hopefully it's not too heavy for my hair. It's kind of like a butter consistency. So let me show that to you. So it's kind of like a butter. I used a lot. This is my first time using it. Now I have been using that Bumble Invisible Hair Oil Hair Primer. And my hair is a leave-in conditioner for when I wear my hair curly, and it's working out great. So what I'm gonna do is I'm still using my my Lift Peptide and my Tone Peptide from Victoria Dian. I definitely want to continue on with the Tone Peptide. I'm going in with 1 drop of the Lift because this Power Peptides, it doesn't have a neuromodulator in it. The Power Peptides from Geek and Gorgeous is going to be more about boosting your collagen and the plumpness and the hydration and the firmness of your skin. So I'm still continuing on with my Victoria Dian Lift and Tone. These are the two that I think I'm just going to continue on with for a while instead of using multiple peptides because it just takes too dang long for the skincare routine, and I always fall behind in the mornings when getting ready with my skincare routine with the Victoria Dian peptides. Now the Victoria Dian peptides are signaling peptides. So this one is going to focus on lifting your skin and defining the facial contours. So it's going to bring the skin's weaving closer together. So I just love these 2 peptides, and you can definitely use these 2 for maintenance if you wanted to, or if you just wanted to use 2. These are the 2 that I would recommend for you. I forgot what I was going to say. Yep. So the Power Peptides is focused on boosting your collagen for plumping and firming the skin. It does help with wrinkles too by plumping them up. Now I'm going in with Tone, but it's not going to be a neuromodulator where it slows that muscle contraction down to keep the wrinkles from getting deeper and helping to keep your wrinkles under control and new ones from forming. So, but with the Victoria Dian peptides, it's just they are signaling peptides. So Lift is going to lift, Tone is going to work on your wrinkles. It's kind of like they call it Botox in a bottle, but It's not really Botox. It does work on slowing the muscle contraction down. And then also it helps to tone your overall skin appearance with like the firmness of the skin, not with your brightness of your skin. So there we go. Sorry. I have a lot on my mind today. Just a lot. My little sweet girl, we're gonna go take her to the dog sitter. So it's kind of like hard for me to leave Misha. I don't like to leave her. That's why it's hard for me to go on vacation. Because I don't want to leave her. I wish I could take her where we're going, but we cannot, unfortunately. So those are my Victoria DN Peptides, and what I was trying to say is I wanted to cut them down in my routine, because the thing is that it just takes too long to apply them, because you have to apply one, and then you have to wait 1 to 2 minutes, and then you apply your next one, wait 1 to 2 minutes, go in with your next product or your next Victoria DN peptide. And in the mornings, it just takes way too long to, you know, do more than 2 peptides from Victoria DN. So we're gonna go in with the Power Peptides. I'm gonna have to order a new bottle of this soon. So here, as you can see, it's sort of a milky serum. It's a milky rich serum. That's what it looks like. And what's nice about this is you can apply it around your eyes too, and all over your face, your neck, and your chest. And this is a nice serum. It is a little bit hydrating because of the formula, and it is, since it is working on restoring that collagen, it's gonna automatically boost your hydration levels in your skin too, by the way. All right, so this absorbs into the skin very, very nicely. And we just want to give it a good pat before we go in with our next product. It can be a little bit sticky, just so you know, but if you're, you know, applying other products over this, you don't have to worry about that stickiness. So there's Power Peptides. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with 1 drop of the Circadia Counter AGE serum. Actually, I'm gonna do 2 little drops here. And I'm gonna take this between my fingers, and I'm going to apply this on my face and a little bit down my neck, because that's where I notice the glycation. The glycation usually hits wherever you have your sun damage, the areas of your face where you're noticing or that get touched by the sun. Those are the areas that you're going to be prone to glycation. And of course, mine's my face and a little bit of my neck right here, because those are exposed to the sun. Okay, so now that that is absorbed into the skin, now we're going to go in with the Stressless Serum. This is cica extract, beta glucan, and that's it. So this is Soothe and Repair. And I noticed that since I have been using this week, my skin is less red and it seems more soothed. So this is kind of the same consistency as the Circadia Counter AGE serum. This is a gel like serum, and this one can be sticky, by the way. And I put this all over my face, all the way down to my neck. And I just really, really like this a lot. These Geek and Gorgeous products are really gorgeous and affordable. So this absorbs instantly into my skin, which I love. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I generally like to go in with my Glowy Rice Milk Toner at this step, but I'm going to skip that and I'm going to go in with a mist. So I'm going to take the Dr. Cerecol Kombucha Tea Mist and my PDRN Glow Ampule with me. Actually, I'm going to go in with the Glow Ampule. I actually prefer this one. So I'm going to go in with this, and I give myself a good layer of this. I'm going to press it into my skin like so. And then now I'm going to go in with my Victoria DN VioPure Hydrofirm Eye Cream. And this is what I've been using during the day. And then at night, I have been using the Beauty by Joseon vitamin A and ginseng, or retinaldehyde and ginseng eye cream. This Victoria Dion Hydrofirm eye cream, it is more like a creamy serum than a cream. I'm still testing it. I don't know how I feel about it still. Now I'm going to go in with the Photozyme. This is the vitamin C, E, ferulic DNA lotion, but this is more like a serum for me. I am going to take 2 pumps, but if you have oily skin, you could use the as a moisturizer if you wanted to. But for me, it's not enough for a moisturizer. Maybe in the summertime it would be, but this has 15% tetrahexyl disosorbate, the THD form of vitamin C, which is my favorite. So I have been really loving this. This is my second one. And then I use this one during the day because it's both the vitamin C and the DNA repair enzymes in one serum. So I'm not using 2 different serums, which is nice and a little bit more affordable. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with another mist of the Glow Ampule mist from the VT PDRN line. And I'm going to press this into my skin. And today I'm gonna try using the just the regular PDRN Essence, the 100 instead of the one that comes with the dropper bottle, the Sika Ampule PDRN 31 one, because this one's gonna be a little bit more moisturizing, and I think this one absorbs better into my skin. So where I'm going, I probably am not going to need this, but I'm still going to bring it along and just use this one. This one is actually a little bit more powerful than the other one too, by the way. This one is 10% PDRN and the other one is only 3%. And the VT PDRN products are all vegan PDRN. They do not contain the salmon in them. I won't say what it is because YouTube does not like that word. But they get their ginseng from Panax Wild, or they get their PDRN from Panax Wild Ginseng. As you can tell, I am having a hard time talking today. Oh, yeah. So I actually think I might like this one better. We'll see. Than the other one for during the day for the winter. It just feels like it absorbs into my skin better. For the other one, it's this bottle that I got, it seems to set really heavily on my skin versus this one. So, all right, so now this is my favorite moisturizer, especially for during the day. This is the VT PDRN 100 cream, and I'm almost out of this one. I'm trying to just squeeze the rest of it out. And that's how I do it. So what I like to do with my moisturizer is I like to focus it first on all the areas where I need the most moisture. And then what's left over on my hands, I put it on my forehead and in my T-zone, because right here on the outside of my face, we'll say like from right here and then to my cheeks and my neck and my chest, that's where I need the most moisture, because that's where my skin is prone to dryness and dehydration. And then in the areas where I have larger pores, like my forehead, here on my nose, and then right here in this area, a little bit on my chin too, I don't need as much moisturizer. Okay, so what I like to do is just let this absorb into my skin. And then the next thing I go in and do is I'm going to do my body care. So I will go do that. I'm going to put this off to the side because I got to get all my skincare, set off to the side of what I'm going to take with me. So I will be back and we'll be ready for makeup application. Okay, who's ready to see what we have for makeup here? So I went and got a pedicure, and I did pick up one of the limited edition Chanel Rouge Noir colors. This is the shade 387 Performer. I have been eyeing this for a while, so I picked it up yesterday. So pretty. This color is beautiful. This is like my type of shades. I'm just telling you, we can't get through a video these days without talking about the Rouge Noir collection. One thing I forgot to put on in my skincare was this lip treatment for around the mouth. I normally put this on after my peptides, and I forgot to apply it because it wasn't right in front of me. But we are going to apply the Dermalect lip volumizer, smooth lip volumizer. Plump up my lips. Dang, I wish I would have put on that lip treatment. I can't believe I forgot. Sometimes that happens to me, especially today because I'm kind of like all over the place because I'm getting ready to leave and I haven't even packed yet. I just, you know, I've been working like so much and it's been so crazy. So I have some new makeup. So I picked up the Guerlain Ombre G eyeshadow quad in the blue, Denim Blossom, and I have played with this for the last couple of days. So here is the palette. It's so pretty, and these are, I call them recycled denim, so they get the artwork from actual recycled denim, or they call it upcycle. And there's a special artist that created this, and Guerlain worked with another artist a couple of years ago. And then here is the palette. It has one of these plastic covers on it that you take off to cover the eyeshadows. And then it does come with 2 brushes, and they are actual brushes. And then here is the palette. So you have one matte shade, which is this beautiful bright pink shade. And then you have this really pretty sort of bronzy rose gold shimmer shade. The denim color is so pretty. This is like a cerulean blue, and there is shimmer in here. And then you have this really pretty, it looks champagne, but it has a gold shift to it. These are all so beautiful, and definitely the blue is out of my comfort zone, but I am loving this palette. I think it is so pretty, and that's why I'm jumping on here, is to see, you know, if this is for you guys to see if this is for you. Gosh. And it does come with this really nice velvet pouch too, by the way. So I am going to prime my eyes. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab their Urban Decay, and this is their anti-aging primer. And I'm going to apply this to my lids, and we'll let this sit while I show you everything else that I picked up. So I have a brush I like to use with this. This is a Rephr B03. This is one of their synthetic brushes that they released a while ago for like testing. And I picked up this collection, and then they had since, you know, took the feedback from everybody and changed their synthetic brushes up. So the other thing that I got a couple more things. So I got the Blooming Glow Meteorites. Now, I've never used meteorites from Guerlain before, but here they are. And I did use these yesterday because I ordered the meteorites and the next products after that palette came, because I fell in love with the palette so much. I wanted to try more from Guerlain because I have a bronzer, I have their loose setting powders, their concealer, and then a bronzer. Did I already say bronzer? So it comes with this powder puff with this really pretty pink ribbon, and then you have a sponge in here, and there are your meteorites. Now this is a limited edition color, so this has the blue added, and these are supposed to, you could use these as a finishing powder, you can use them to color correct, you can use them as a highlighter, you can also use them to set, but oh boy, is that fragrance strong, and it does linger for a little while, but the effect is really pretty. I would say these are very similar to the Hourglass finishing powders, but we will test these today so you guys can see those in action. The fragrance is kind of like a turn off for me, but however, that formula is so pretty and I can see why a lot of people really love them. Next, I picked up a blush. Now, I've had Guerlain's blush on my wish list for a while now, and the color I picked up is in light pink, and here it is. And here is what it looks like. I thought that this would be a really pretty, nice light blush for my skin tone. It's kind of a true like neutral pink for my skin tone versus it being warm and cool. So we're gonna test this out. I haven't tried this yet, but we will test that out. And then of course I do have my bronzer. This is not new. This is, I've had this for I think almost a year now. And then I picked up one of their lipsticks and the limited edition case. Now I picked up the case in the blue denim design because they had the one with the light pink, which I was going to get, but I figured that would get dirty really easily because the denim is actual material here. And then here it is. I haven't opened it yet. There's a sticker right here, but what happens is you put this over your lipstick, and then when you start to take this off, a mirror plops up on the front here. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this or not because something really disappointing happened. So the lipstick that I got is in the shade 303 La Rose Pivot, and this is the Rouge G Velvet formula. So this is a matte lipstick, and this is how they come. So these cases, you have to buy a certain lipstick for them. So this is a new shade. Listen, can you hear that? It came broken. I'm so mad. It came smushed all in the cap. Here's the color, but the lipstick is broken. So, oops, I just got it on my nose. So the one thing about this lipstick, the color is really, really pretty, but it is highly fragranced. So I don't know, I may just return these, both of these all together. I know I'm going to return this. I already put in for the return. I'm gonna return it when I get back. But however, we'll try on the color today to see how it goes. So disappointed in that. I can't believe they gave me a broken lipstick. Ah! So we are going to use the Meteorites to set that eyeshadow primer. So what you want to do when you use your Meteorites is you give them a shake, and then you use the powder that's on the cap here. You can dip your brush in there, but I get worried that the oils from my skin are gonna end up ruining that powder. So I'm gonna go in with my Rephr 33 and grab some of this Meteorites powder. Here we go. And I'm gonna set this down, tap my brush into here. These do have silica in them, and I was watching one of Sophia C's videos on the Meteorites, and she said that she likes to use these on her eyelids to prime her eyelids for eyeshadow because she noticed that it makes the eyeshadow go on smoother. And then you could see that now my eyes have a slight luminosity to them. So we use some of that powder for the eyeshadow primer. Now, I'm not smelling this right now, so that's good. So we're gonna do eyes first, and then we'll go into my foundation because I am going to use the Guerlain Terracotta Latent Glow foundation. And I'm gonna go in with this pink shade first. So I'm gonna grab a Rephr Shoto 03 brush. I like something that has these wispy type of brush to it for applying this color because it is pretty pigmented, but these are very easy to work with and very easy to blend out. So I'm going to start by applying this very bright pink shade to my eyelid all over. and then start working it into my crease. I may have applied just a little bit too much. So in my crease, I just want a soft wash of this pink color. Not a lot of it. Sort of like a Barbie pink color. So, and when you apply that rose gold over this pink, it deepens the pink. Okay, so now I'm going over to this other eye, applying. I do notice that the meteorites do help the eyeshadow glide over the eyes. It almost feels like I have like a silicone primer over my eyes. So that's nice. Okay, so let me just look at this a little bit more here. And like I said, I just want a light wash of pink in my crease. And I'm just going to blend this out a little bit more so it lightens this pink up. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a little bit more of that pink. Now you can apply this pink blush to your cheeks and use it as a blush too. I've seen a couple creators out here do that as I was researching this palette, and it is really, really pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to take a blending brush. I washed all my makeup brushes last night, so I'll have some clean ones for vacation. I'm not going to plan on wearing much makeup on vacation, but I'm going to take a little bit, and I'm going to take my Hourglass horse palette with me for vacation. Okay, so now I will go in with this Rephr 14 Mini, and we are going to go into this rosy gold copper bronzy shade, and I am going to apply this to my outer corner of my eye, and you're just going to see like it looks like a little bit more intense of a pink right here. You see that? It's so pretty. And I'm just going to take that up a little bit onto my outer crease as well. You can create so many different looks with this palette. You don't have to use all the shadows in it like I'm using today. You can use just two if you wanted to. Like you can use the champagne shade and the blue shade. You can use the copper shade and the blue. You can just have fun with this palette for sure. Okay. This palette definitely screams spring to me. Does it you? So I'm just going to take this outer crease of where I put and blend it into my inner crease contour. So pretty. Okay, so now we're ready for some blue action. So I'm going to go in with this Shoto 01 brush, and we're going to take this denim blue shade, which looks like a cerulean shade, and I'm taking it on a sort of fluffy brush, and I am going to pop that right at the base of my lid here, and then work it up to the center here. And this blue is pretty pigmented, by the way. So when you pop this over the pink, like this, it kind of transforms to more of that periwinkle color versus a brighter blue. Okay, so there we go. And I'm gonna do the other thing, same thing on the other side. And you could use this as a liner too, if you wanted to. So I normally don't use blue eyeshadow. So this palette was definitely a step out of my comfort zone. But I was attracted to it, and so that's why I picked it up. So I'm going to go in with my Rephr 21 brush, and we're going to go in with this Champagne Shimmer shade or Satin shade. And we're going to apply this to the inner part of my mobile lid, just to brighten it up there. And this has like it looks sort of like champagne, but it does have a little pink shift to it. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab my Rephr 14 mini that I had that bronze shade on, and I'm going to blend the bronze and the blue together. Okay, so we have our pop of blue. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this same Rephr 14 mini, and I'm grabbing some of that bronzy, coppery rose gold shade, and I am just going to take this and run it along my lower lash line. For me, this isn't a good liner shade for my lower lash line, because it does have a little bit more of that warmer sort of gold color, and it kind of looks washed out on me, but I just want to apply a little bit of there. I did get some fallout with that blue shade right there. Okay, so I got a new eyeliner. I picked up the Le Crayon U Precision Eye Definer from Chanel in the color Blue Jean, and this color is so pretty. Look at that. And I'm going to use this as my liner. So this has a smudger brush at the end, by the way. So this, I love the color so much that I had to pick this up because it's so pretty. It's almost like a navy color. So I am taking this on the outer V of my eye, so lower lash line and upper lash line, and I'm just going to take this brush and I'm going to smudge it. Into my lash line. Okay, I'll do the same thing on the other side too, but I'm gonna have to plug in my mirror because it's dying again. I gotta get a new one of these. They're expensive though. They're like 200 bucks, but it does work for me to film in my YouTube videos. I put the cap on that smudge side. Not a good idea, Jennifer. I wasn't going to wear makeup today. I was just gonna go all natural, but I wanted to play with this palette for you guys in case you're interested in it, because it is limited edition. And it's not a cheap makeup product at all. Okay, So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take a liner brush here, and I'm going to take some of the blue color here, and I'm going to apply it over that blue jean liner to set it and sort of give it this more of a brighter blue. And we're using this a little bit as a liner too. Okay, I got tons of fallout from the eyeshadow. All right, so I'm going to step off camera and I'm going to apply my foundation, and then we're going to come back for the rest of the product. So see you in a sec. Okay, so I went in with my foundation, concealer, and contour, which I'm using the Guerlain Terracotta Latent Glow Foundation in the shade 2.5N, and the Terracotta Concealer in 2N, and then the Dior Contour Stick in shade 01 Light. Now I'm going to take my Hourglass Horse Palette, and I'm going to use the finishing powder in this, and I'm going to grab a really nice fluffy brush like this Rougher 16, and I'm going to take this finishing powder, and I am going to take that over that pink shadow from the Guerlain palette and soften the edges and kind of tone it down. I went a little too ham with it. It is pretty though, but it is really bright. Really bright. And then by me putting that rose gold out here, it really made it really pink to where it's almost magenta leaning. But you know, this palette is new for me, so I am just playing around with it and having some fun. Okay, so there we go. So I do have a new mascara that I'm going to put on. So my friend from here on YouTube, Sherry, recommended that I try the YSL Lash Clash mascara in the shade Indomitable Brown. So here it is. It does have a big fluffy brush, and this is supposed to give you major volume. So I wore this yesterday for the first time, and I really liked it. As a first impression, the one thing I would say is that the wand is pretty big and fluffy. So this Guerlain palette is pretty interesting. It's pretty colorful. So if you're not someone who likes, you know, bold eyeshadow, then you're not going to like this palette. If you're looking for a really nice wearable sort of sheer color story with the trending denim colors, then you would probably want to look into the new Chanel Cocoa Denim line, which is going to be released on February 18th. I am going to hopefully pick up both of those palettes. There is a channel on here. Her name is Katya. I can't remember. I'll put up her picture of her channel over here. She has the whole collection and she demonstrated it. I cannot wait to try those palettes, by the way. And the blue eyeshadow in those palettes is definitely different than the blue in this Guerlain. Okay, so this mascara gives you major volume. I am not taking this with me. I am going to take my Hourglass with me on vacation because it's tubing mascara. Where I'm going is going to be a really humid environment. So I'm taking pretty much, you know, like my concealers that are getting ready to be finished, like my House Labs mascara that's getting ready to be finished. I'm going to take my Merit uniform skin tint with me. And use that as my foundation. So now I'm going to go in with my finishing powder. And this is the Guerlain Pare Gold Diamond Micro Powder. I washed my brushes last night, and I wonder if my powder brush is dry enough to use. No, it's still wet. Okay, I have another one. I don't want to use that one. What am I going to use for powder? You know what? I'm throwing my brushes at me. So I'm just going to use this Nikki LaRose N15 powder brush to powder my face. This is a little bit, I usually like a more fluffier brush to powder with versus something like this. I like these type of brushes for more so for whatchamacallit, blush and bronzer. So, but I gotta powder this foundation, otherwise I am gonna be looking like a dewy hot mess. So this is the shade in medium. Okay, perfect. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with bronzer. And I'm not using the Dior bronzer stick. Are you trying to grab my makeup brush? Huh? Are you? You want to say hi? Come, cutie, come. Come, babies. Look at how cute the baby is. Hi, look at her. I gave her a bath today, and she's so fluffy. She needs a haircut. But this is her winter cut. We like to keep her nice and fluffy, huh? You smell so good, baby. Oh, I'm gonna miss that little girl so much. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with this terracotta bronzer, and this is the shade medium cool. So I'm gonna take a BK 104 brush, swirl it in here, and this I'm not so sure if I like this because it doesn't really show up on me. This is a really nice, like, luminizing natural bronzer, and I guess you can see it, so it's pretty, but I feel like I need like more bronze than what this gives me. I see this color on others that have more of a deeper complexion than I do, and it shows up fine on them, but I don't see it on me really. Well, maybe I do a little bit, so I need more. So I'm just going to dig my brush in there and get some more. Maybe I need the warmer one instead of the cool one, and I'd be able to see it more so. All right, so that's the terracotta, what is this called? Light, no wonder it's light, in medium cool. So there's that. Now let's go in with our blush. So here is the blush in light pink. I'm excited to try this. I haven't tried this yet. So I'm gonna go in with the Nikki N15 brush. This is the same one I used for powder. I wiped it off, and I'm gonna grab some of this blush and start applying it to my cheeks. Ooh, that's pretty. Yes, this is everything I was hoping it would be. Everything. Very, very nice, natural pink nude blush. Okay, I need some more. I'm gonna dig in there. Something really soft that isn't too powerful with this pinky eyeshadow. Okay, very, very pretty. All right, so I am going to step away and go do my hair, and then we're going to finish off with, okay everyone, I am back, and can we just say how beautiful my blowout came out. So nice and silky, soft and shiny. It was effortless to blow out. My hair feels so good. So I did use the K18 Heat Bounce Leave-In Heat Protectant and Conditioner. And then I went in with the K18 Airlift at my roots right in through here to give me some volume. And then I blew out my hair. And then after I blew it out, I went in with the Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser Invisible Oil. Oh my gosh. I love this. And the hair primer is really good too. I didn't use the hair primer today because that is a new product for me, and I wanted to see, here you go, baby, good girl. I wanted to see how this Olaplex Rich Hydration Mask would work with my normal hair care routine. And then the next time I'll use it, I'll try it with the Hairdresser's Oil Primer, Heat Protectant, and Leave-In Conditioner from Bumble and Bumble. But so far, when I tried that Hairdresser's Oil Primer, Leave-In Conditioner, Heat Protectant the other day when I wore my hair curly, it was so good. And I'm debating on whether or not if I should take it with me on vacation because it is a bigger bottle and I don't have any way to decant it. All right, so the blush looks good. Let's go in with this blue strobe highlighter from Dior. I want to apply this because this is kind of similar to the new Chanel Cocoa Denim luminizing powder. So this does have a slight blue tint to it, but it has a pink shift to it. So it's not icy, but if you apply too much, it can get icy, but it just gives my cheeks that really subtle, nice blue pink shift. It's so pretty. I love it. So if you're thinking about the Cocoa Denim Luminizer, but it may be a little bit too icy for you, or it may be too pricey, this is a good option, I think, because I think it's really pretty and it looks beautiful on my skin and it doesn't look icy. As you can really see it right there at the tip of my nose, but it is so pretty. It is on the cooler side, just so you guys know. Now let's go in with our Guerlain Meteorites. So I'm going to go ahead and shake mine up. Whew, that fragrance is so strong. So I've been wearing my Guerlain foundation for the last couple of days and it is fragranced. And when I wear fragrance foundation in a few days in a row, my skin starts to get a little bit irritated. That's why I prefer my foundations to be unscented. So I'm going to take what's on the lid here, work it into this Nikki LaRose N20 brush. And this is a finishing powder, kind of like similar to the Hourglass finishing powders. We see a difference? Wow, I do. So here is with the meteorites. Now there is some radiance to this, by the way, compared to this side. Yeah, it did color correct. It did take down some of that redness that I have right in through here. So now you can use these as a highlighter too. If you wanted to, you just dip your brush in there on the pearls. Oh, I got a lot of powder this time. On the pearls, and you could get a concentrated form of this and use it as a finishing powder or as a highlighter. So I will go over my nose just a little bit, but I will take it underneath my eyes just to kind of brighten them a little bit. Yeah, so pretty. It just like smooths out the complexion, does some color correcting, and gives you this beautiful, healthy glow. Now, if I put this on my forehead, it does tend to be just a little bit too radiant. And that's why I don't like to use the Hourglass powders on my forehead either, but wow. That looks so good. It just blended everything together. It looks flawless. It makes my skin look like my skin, and it doesn't even look like I'm wearing any foundation. It looks so natural and so pretty. Okay, so now let's test out this lipstick. So for this lipstick, it is a velvet matte finish, and I did prep my lips with my, after when I went to go do my hair, I put my Iota Tache Pistachio Latte lip treatment on top of my lips to add in some moisture so we can apply this lipstick. All right, so let's test it. It's gonna be kind of hard to apply it because it is broken. So let's see what happens and see how well I tolerate that fragrance. Okay. So this color looks really pretty. It looks like the color of my lips. That is a really like stiff matte finish. It is a velvet for sure. Oops, look. There it is, it fell out. Okay, that is a beautiful color, and it pairs really well with that light pink blush and this Guerlain palette. Wow, that is so, so pretty. So pretty. I like it a lot. This color is so beautiful. It is a very stiff formula, just so you know. So this feels like a true matte lipstick, but that color is so pretty and so fresh for spring. Now I'm trying it without a lip liner so you could see this color. So pretty. All right, so what do we think about this makeup look? What do you think about this Denim Blossom palette from Guerlain? I think it's beautiful. I think it is gorgeous. Okay, so here is the palette. Here is that beautiful limited edition case. And here is the palette inside. So pretty. I should take that champagne shade and put it in my inner corner of my eye just to give me some brightness there. Yeah. Actually, I think I want to add just a touch more blue because it kind of blended in a little bit more. Maybe I will concentrate it here, right, more so on my lash line versus going up with it more. Wow, this blue is so pretty. It is so, so pretty. Oh my gosh. I am so in love with this eyeshadow palette. It is gorgeous. I'm telling you, this is way out of my comfort zone. I normally would shy away from something like this, but that Chanel Rouge Noir collection has got me really excited about color, let me tell you. Are you trying to steal my makeup brush? Don't steal mommy's makeup brush, baby. That's not for you. I'll put makeup on you later. So let's talk about this really quick. So with this pink color, it is pretty bright, but you can tone it down and also blend it out. Now with this coppery bronze shade, to me it looks like sort of a rose gold. If you apply this over this pink, like I did over here, it is going to make that pink really bright, and you're not going to really see the rose gold or the copper color in this shadow. It's going to turn pink and enhance that pink. This beautiful champagne, sort of like shimmery shade here, it is a shimmer. It is gorgeous. It's champagne, but it has just a very beautiful shift of pink in it. And this matte is really creamy. All these shadows are really creamy, easy to apply, very blendable, They look beautiful if you have mature skin and you have a lot of texture on your eyes. These are beautiful on the eyes. They don't enhance that texture or make it look dry or cakey. This blue shimmer is absolutely stunning. I love the color of this. And again, if this isn't right for you, but you still want to look at blues, I would definitely look into the Chanel Denim collection, because those two palettes both do contain blue, but they're more like a watercolor, they have more like a watercolor effect on the eyes. So here's the palette. It's so pretty. Now this is limited edition and it is available at Nordstrom's and Nordstrom's.com and Guerlain still. Now, whether I keep this lipstick case depends on whether I can pick up this color. So if I can't get this color when I return this in store, then I'm going to return this lipstick case. So I'm going to put these off to the side, but this lipstick is really pretty. It is a gorgeous matte formulation, and I think I would like to wear it with a lip liner to enhance the color a bit. Or I could just return both of those and just use my Dior, my On Stage shiny lipstick. I don't have the color in here, but the color in matte pink, the one that comes in this packaging. I have Iconic Rose and Confident Nude in here, but I could also wear that with this and then just skip out the lipstick completely. I'm kind of going through this lipstick phase right now. Another color that would look really pretty with this look as an alternative is this color from Dior, the Dior Addict shiny lipsticks. This is the color 422, and I think it's like Vin de Vince. This would be really, really pretty too. So I might just return both of those Guerlain products. I don't know what I was thinking. I was kind of like in the moment of how pretty the case was, and I liked the mirror idea, but you can only pick up certain lipsticks with that case from Guerlain. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I wanted to try it because I've never tried Guerlain's lip formulas. I hear people really love their lip oils. They say that their lip oils are the best. So maybe I'll return those and pick up one of the lip oils instead. So we'll see. As of right now, this lipstick does have quite a bit of a fragrance, but it does dissipate. It kind of is making my lips tingle a little bit, and it feels really dry. So I think I am just going to return that and just pick up the lip oil. These Guerlain meteorites are so pretty, so beautiful. I understand why everybody loves these now. I get it. Now, the tin is a little bit hard for me to open, but that's a good thing because that means it is sealed well. And that fragrance is pretty strong, and I hear, you know, it does dissipate overall eventually. But as of right now, I can't smell it on my face, but these are pretty, and I will save these for special occasion makeup. I just think that I've really missed out on these over the years, to be honest with you, because I love the effect that it gave my skin. And it just looks so pretty. It is really gorgeous. It gives your skin this really pretty ethereal glow while doing some color correcting and smoothing out the texture of the skin. This one is limited edition. This is the Blooming Glow, and it's available at Nordstrom.com, Nordstrom, and then also Guerlain.com. But they do also have their regular meteorites, and I think there's like 4 colors, so you can choose the color that's right for your skin tone. But if you do not like fragrance in your makeup, you will not like these because they are very heavily fragranced, just so you know. I always say just so you know. Now, this Guerlain bronzer, I would say it's not my favorite bronzer. It is really, really pretty, but it is not my favorite. Now, they do have other bronzers within their line that are a solid pan versus this multicolored pan. So I may pick up one of those in the future, but I much prefer my Dior bronzers over this, or the Armani Luminous Silk bronzer as well. That one is really good and almost similar to this. With this has the multicolors, but there is a luminosity to this. So there's that. Now this Guerlain Terracotta Blush in light pink. Oh my gosh, I love this blush formula. It is so pretty. Now it looks matte in the pan, but there is a slight sheen. But this is just so beautiful and smooth on the skin. It just looks like one with your skin. For a powder, it is really, really pretty. It better be because it's pretty dang expensive, that's for sure. But I am so happy I waited and I picked it up for this collection. Now, the YSL Lash Clash Mascara in Imitable Brown, I think it is. I really like this mascara. It is a nice mascara. It's very natural. Now, I just opened it, so I have to give it a few more days to play around with it. But as a first impression, I really like this. I don't know why I was so scared to try this in the past. Now, this Chanel Le Crayon Precision Eye Definer eyeliner pencil in the shade Blue Jean is so pretty. It's still there and it lasts for a while. I tried to scrub it off, but it wouldn't scrub off. So if you don't like the waterproof formula, which I love the waterproof formula, this is a great option from Chanel too. This one you have more playtime with it, and then it does have that little smudger brush that's pretty thin at the end too. So very nice liner, and this one does come with a sharpener too. But this color Blue Jean is so pretty, and it's a great color to go with these upcoming spring releases. So I do have the new Chanel denim collection on my wish list. I'm probably going to pick up both palettes. I'm going to pick up the eyeliner in Blue Twill and then in Blue Metal. And then I'm debating on if I want to pick up the blue mascara. The blue mascara is the same formula as the Rouge Noir limited edition mascara. And then they have the Cocoa Flashes. So they have that icy blue one, and then there is a beige one that looks really, really pretty. So I'm just going to see, but for sure the two eyeliners, the two palettes, and then maybe that Cocoa Flash in that icy blue color, because it would be really nice to use that to kind of cool down certain lip colors. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. That collection is going to be released on the 18th. I'm going to get in touch with my sales advisor at the boutique and see if I can pre-order it and then pick it up, or I might just like at midnight on the 18th wake up and order it online, and it will be here in 2 days, because the boutique is about 20 miles away from me, but I can't go there after work because the traffic is insane going the direction where the boutique is. So I'd have to wait for the weekend. So I might just have it shipped to me. So we will see. The Geek and Gorgeous products that I used today and the ones that I mentioned to you guys the other night, these are so good. I love them. I think they're great. You guys should look into the line if you're looking for some affordable actives. I would love to try the A-Pad and that C-Glow, so eventually I may work that into my routine, and I will keep you posted. And that is it for this video. I'm so sorry I was all over the place. I will try to come back from my vacation to be more calm and not have as much anxiety, but as I'm getting ready to travel, and kind of freaking out that I haven't been able to pack anything yet is just kind of weighing heavy on my shoulders right now. So I must go because I'm going to spend some time with my sweet little girl before we have to drop her off at the babysitter. And here she is right now, coming up on my side. She knows that mommy's saying goodbye to you guys. But I will see you guys very, very soon. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Thank you for all your love and support that you show the channel and myself. Please don't forget to give my video a big thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.